9 #1 seeds survived here to the semifinals, and the second goes down as Mueller advances to the finals in search of Virginia's first individual title.
NCAA tournament for wrestling is just something else, you know.
There's people that say they like competing, and then there's real competitors. He's a real competitor. He truly 100% lives for that moment. He wants to be out there on the big stage. His game elevates. The moment doesn't swallow him up. He actually uses the moment to then elevate his game.
It was just another stage that I could like promote my school, promote my coaches, promote my family, promote my God, you know. It was so exciting to be able to represent so many different people, so many different things on the highest stage of my sport.
For Mueller, who this year finished perfect in the ACC, won the conference championship, and his plan was to sit out this year after the under-23 World Games in November, but they needed him in the lineup, and boy, has that ever turned out to be quite an advantage for the Cavalier wrestler.
It changed the season for us. When we sat down with Jack, what he said was exactly the way I remember it too, is it really wasn't even a discussion. He was telling me, Coach, I'm ready. Coach, I'm ready. He just wanted to wrestle, and he didn't care. He wanted to be there for us, and then we just talked about, and we meant it, and we meant it then, we mean it now, is how much we believed in him and how we really think he can win. And I wouldn't make this decision if I didn't think you were going to reach your goals.
I was training as hard as I could, and I had the right people in my corner, and they were telling me I could win it, and I just needed to help my team out. That was my first priority. I think the term for teams, like we're a family, such a cliche. I don't want to use that, but we are such a family. You know, our coaches would freaking jump in front of a moving train for us if it meant we were going to win, or not only on the mat but in life as well.
Before his finals match, that's the most fired up I've ever been for a match, including my own, ever. I mean, I was so fired up. I felt like, you want to talk about the experience of being in Pittsburgh and 19,000 people and live on ESPN. All that's great, but it was more about the intensity of believing in your guy and being there for your guy. It's like the adrenaline and the electricity was palpable. I could feel it on my coaches. We were all just sitting there excited and just so overly overjoyed for this kid that we can't wait to see compete, and how excited we are to be in his corner, how grateful we are. He thanks us a lot, but we're grateful. I'm grateful that I get to be in his corner.
For myself, it was just a dream, you know, living in a dream. I was 3 years old, and one of my first memories is dreaming of wrestling on this stage.
This thing's supposed to be fun. I mean, I know it's hand-to-hand combat, but it's actually supposed to be a lot of fun, and that was what touched so many hearts, I think, at the national tournament. Why he was one of the main storylines, why he was such a talk of the tournament, is because people gravitate towards that. They see somebody doing what they love, and they see him doing it with all their heart. You can't help but be pulled into that. And so what I want my guys to do is see that. I want my other guys to see that and say, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Virginia wrestling, I mean, 2 finalists in the last 3 years, just shows that we're right up there with the big dogs, and we're just one step away from having a national champion. And I'm looking forward to having a chance to try and end up there again and winning on that stage.